No, stand up. Good. There you go. That's good. Okay, we're going to sit nice or we're going to have to start over. Come and sit on that. Stand up. Big boy. This way. Good. There we go. Oops, sorry. Okay, we're gonna sit nice for 10 minutes. Set the timer. Sit up straight. Hey, we're gonna sit nice for 10 minutes. Okay. The boy who wants a dinosaur. The boy who wants a dinosaur. Ben had a dog. Alice had 2 snails. Alex wanted a dinosaur. He laid on his bed and cried. But I want a dinosaur. He sobbed until his grandfather put down his saxophone, put on his hat and coat and said, a boy wants a dinosaur this much. A boy should have a dinosaur. And took him to the dino store. The dino store was big and glassy. It took up most of Geeko's street. For someone who wanted a dinosaur, it certainly was the place to be. On the first floor were the grown-up dinosaurs. On the second floor were the young dinosaurs. In the basement, the baby dinosaurs splashed in the whatever. On top of the floor, the dinosaurs soared in the area. On the third floor, there was everything you ever needed for a dinosaur. First, Alex thought he wanted the little green dinosaur. Then he thought he wanted the big purple dinosaur. Then, just as he had almost decided, he saw the big green dinosaur with the horns, and came over and rolled on his back and rolled its eyes and licked Alex on his hand. Look at the dinosaur, he's upside down. I'll call him Fred, said Alex. But she's a girl, said the grandpa, reading the sign. A girl who eats everything, meat and plants. Then I'll call her the one who eats everything, but Fred for short. And Alex they ordered what she would need to put on her collar and leg, and set off for home. Oh my goodness, look at the dinosaur. When they got home, Alex could not wait to see Fred eat 2 bags of fossils soaked in milk in the fridge, 1 drum of dried club moss tree, 3 sacks of pine needles, the washing and neighbor's zucchini, and a bite out of next door neighbor's 1 cat. Oh my gosh, she ate the cat. Alex, said his mother, this is really too much. But Alex would not listen, not for a dinosaur. He said, for a dinosaur, it's only a snack. And he dashed upstairs and ran a steaming hot bath, added some instant marsh powder, and put Fred in it for a good long soak. Alex called his father, coming in from work. A marsh in the house is quite unhealthy. Not for a dinosaur, Alex replied. For a dinosaur, it's perfectly natural. Oh, look at the dad. He's mad. And he sneaked Fred into his room and sang her a song until she fell asleep. and did not notice that she couldn't settle and chew everything she could find in the dark to comfort her. When Alex's mother came in the next morning, she threw her hands up in the air and sat on the bed stump and wailed and cried. "But it's terrible," she wailed, "monstrous and prehistoric." "Not for a dinosaur," Alex explained patiently as he could. "For a dinosaur, it's much like home." And he dressed and put on Fred's collar and led and set off to school. On the way, Fred spotted a truck turning the corner and bounded him into the road and leashed out. "Nice sitting, Evan." The truck driver was furious. "Do you mind?" he yelled. "This is my company's best truck." "Not to my dinosaur," Alex yelled back, losing his temper. "To my dinosaur, it's probably a Tyrannosaurus Rex." Oh my gosh, Alex took his dinosaur to school. And he dragged Fred away into school. Alex's friends were very excited about having a dinosaur in Pet's Corner, but Miss Jenkins was not so sure. A classroom is a place for sitting still, for listening and learning with no distractions. She said, "Not for my dinosaur, nice sitting, Evan," Alex said. This classroom is making her feel very, very sick. So Alex took her to the doctor. And he ran and got his grandfather, and they took Fred to the vet. The vet looked at Fred's tongue and listened to her heart and shone a light into her eyes. He asked about the fight with the truck and x-rayed her for broken bones. "Well," asked Alex. "Nice sitting, Evan. This is it. What's the matter with her?" "Nothing. That's a long walk in the country won't cure her," said the vet. Oh, they took her out to the countryside. Look at these sheep and the rabbit. And there, amidst the field of sheep and barn of hay, Fred perked up. She gobbled and loppled and lumbered and strode and would not stop until they reached the other side of the thick pine forest. Running after her, Alex saw why. Stretching all around them were crusty old swamps edged by giant club moss trees. Fred reared up and ran for it. "Now, Fred," Alex yelled. "This is going too fast. Not for a dinosaur," shouted Alex. Grandfather with a big bubbling under shout. Oh, Alex came home by himself. Alex woke up. For a while, he laid in his unchewed bed under the unchewed bedclothes and thought about his dream of a dinosaur. Then he called his grandpa. "Yep," said his grandfather. When we get a pet, I think we should get a rabbit," said his grandfather. "Exactly," said Alex. "And he won't call her Fred either. Look at that. Those are his shoes, a truck, a radio, a car. That's a rabbit. An umbrella. That's a bed. And that's Alex. Nice sitting, dude." Nice sitting, Evan. Let's read one more book. Okay. Let's meet the dump truck. Look at these dump trucks. I think these are, what are these called? Front dumpers, loaders, whatever. It was early in the day when Chuck the dump truck headed off to the job site. Soon he saw his friends that were going the same way. "It's time to work, guys. Follow me," yelled Chuck. There was much work to be done, and Chuck wanted to make sure that they got an early start. Before long, Chuck and his friends were up and running. Rocks and dirt needed to be moved. Let's get rolling, yelled Chuck. We've got work to do. Rock after rock, load after load, and 3 tough friends worked into the late afternoon. The day grew long, and before they knew it, the job was almost done. Chuck had never worked such a big job. He was proud of the work that he and his good friends had done. "Hey, buddy, I'm running rough today," said Chuck. "I'm sure that I'll get a good night's sleep tonight." After dumping the last load of the day, Chuck turned to his friend and thanked them for their help. "We did it. Now let's go to the truck stop." I like how Evan is sitting. "Hey, Soap and Sam," said Chuck. "I'm covered with dirt and dust." Sam was eager to help. "Let's wash you up and move you out," he said. "You and your hard-working friends have had quite a day." "Nice sitting, dude, but we're going to finish this, okay?" "Thanks," said Chuck. "I'm sure we'll be seeing you tomorrow." The end. Nice work, Evan. Thank you for sitting in your seat. Good. Okay, let's go. Good. Go sit in your seat. In your seat. It's okay. It's okay. Go sit in your seat. Thank you.